running throughout the weekend. Hundreds of talented young athletes are taking to the courts below me here at the Henrico Sports and Event Center. Take a look. These are 8 courts full of players, hundreds of friends and family gathered here. You can hear the noise, you hear the whistles. It is quite an exciting thing. The Wheelchair Basketball Championships are a big deal in this sport. It offers these determined young people not just an outlet, but actually an opening to the larger world. And as the coach of Sportable's youth team told me, such competitions defined his own journey.
Let's try to pass it around and find an open look.
The sounds of basketball practice are familiar. Coaches barking instructions.
Go.
The thumping of the ball. The sound of rubber squeaking on a wooden floor. But the rubber you'll hear at the Henrico Sports and Event Center this weekend is a little different than the Nikes or Adidas you're used to.
If you bounce past in the lane, it's going to be dangerous.
The National Wheelchair Basketball Championships are here, and Central Virginia's hitting the big time.
It really infuses you with confidence, and it gives you a social outlet too. A lot of these kids, a lot of them are very social and they have friends at school, but it's different when you meet somebody who has your same disability, or to meet people with other disabilities that you've never heard of.
Derek Hoot has been coaching junior basketball players for Sportable, an adaptive sports club, for the past 3 years. He says the sport and the competitions bring players and their families out into a world they might not have known about.
Not only does it help you make friends, you have friends around the country, in some cases around the world, but your parents also get to connect too and be like, hey, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with that?
Hunter Lehman, Sportable CEO, says having the national championships here will lift up not just the players, but an entire community.
A lot of people in our community, especially if they're not aware of what adaptive athletics is, they see our athletes as a point of inspiration. And that's fine. We don't discourage that per se. But that's not what our athletes think they are. They think they're athletes. And while they might be inspiration to you, they're out there to kick your butt. They're out there to compete. They're out there to win.
Nice shot, nice shot. Cut again and call for wide to pass to you.
And Hoot has experience with that motivation.
Had my right leg amputated when I was 6 years old because the growth plate died in my knee. So I was given a prosthetic leg.
Hoot knows the sense of isolation that comes with such a devastating diagnosis. His twin brother does not have a disability, which meant back then only one brother could take part in competitions.
He played youth football in middle school, and I was really, really jealous that he got to get involved with team sports.
But within a few years, Hoot discovered wheelchair basketball, and he says that ongoing experience has helped him guide these young athletes to bring out the competitor and the joy within.
A lot of these kids have been told, you can't do this in gym class, or, we want to be careful with you, we don't want you to get hurt. And then they go and they play a high performance sport and they realize, oh, I can do this with a little bit of contact, with a little bit of speed, and it's fun, and you can get hurt, but that's just sports, right?
Hoot also plays in the adult division and says with 1,000 competitors here, he and his players are ready for a very bright spotlight.
There you go. This national tournament will just bring that to an entirely new level. Some of them have college ambitions. Sweet. I got you.
Quite a sight. Derek Root, now the player, says this will be his 17th national championship tournament. Again, this weekend features the youth teams. Next weekend we'll see the adult divisions, and that includes many players who are going to be taking part in the Paralympics this summer in Paris. Tickets for this weekend's matches and games are available at the box office right here or at sportable.org. And Sportable has so much to offer both adults and children who have physical disabilities and visual impairments. Adaptive sports programming at Sportable includes boccia, cycling, soccer, lacrosse, rock climbing, and even the ever so popular pickleball. A membership now is required to take part in any of these sports. You can find more information about signing up and registering for programs at sportable.org. There, you can also learn about volunteer opportunities and other ways to support Sportable's life-changing mission for athletes and their families. So for now, live at the Henrico Sports and Events Center, I'm Bill Fitzgerald, enjoying the games. I hope you will too. Janine, I'll send it back inside to you.